Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speakeasy FM.
Hi, great to have you with us.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Ian. On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English, not textbook English, real life.
And today's topic is one you probably know a little too well. You get excited about something new, you go all in for a week or two, and then it just quietly stops.
The gym membership, the half-read book, the project you were so sure about a month ago.
We've both been there, more times than we'd like to admit.
So today, we're breaking down why that happens and 3 real things that actually help you stick with something.
Plus, useful English for talking about goals, distractions, and motivation. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Ian, tell me about something you started with a lot of excitement.
The guitar, about 2 years ago.
I didn't know you played guitar.
I don't. That's the whole story.
Ha! Okay, tell me everything.
I saw a video of someone playing at a small cafe, and something in my brain said, that could be you. I bought a guitar the same week.
The same week?
The same week. Also, a stand, a strap, a little book of chords, and a tuner. Fully committed. In my head, at least.
So what happened?
The first 2 weeks were great. My fingers hurt, but in a good way. I felt like I was building something.
And then?
Week 3 came, and my fingers still hurt, just in a regular, annoying way. And I hadn't learned a full song yet.
How long until you stopped?
About 5 weeks. The guitar is in the corner of my bedroom right now. It's become a place where I hang jackets.
A very expensive jacket hanger.
A very expensive jacket hanger, yes. What about you? Do you have a starting story?
A jigsaw puzzle. 1,000 pieces. I bought it 3 months ago.
How far did you get?
About 200 pieces. It's on my dining table right now, under a blanket, because I got tired of looking at it.
A puzzle under a blanket. That's a very specific image.
It's a very common pattern for me, actually. I get excited, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, it's under a blanket, literally or not.
I love that we both have proof somewhere in our homes.
It's really common. That first burst of energy feels amazing. You imagine the finished thing so clearly.
You already see yourself playing a full song at a party, or finishing the puzzle and framing it.
The picture in your head is already perfect. The actual process is the part nobody imagines.
Nobody dreams about week 3.
So let's talk about that. What actually happens around week 3 when the excitement disappears?
I think the new thing just stops being new. That's really it.
Say more.
In the beginning, everything about the guitar was new. New object, new sounds, new feeling in my fingers. My brain loved all of it.
And once it wasn't new anymore?
Once it became normal, my brain got bored and wanted the next new thing instead.
That matches my puzzle exactly. The first 100 pieces felt like solving a mystery. By piece 200, it was just sorting small pieces of sky.
Repeating the same action is exactly when most people quit.
Right, because repeating something feels boring, even when it's actually working.
That's an important point. Boring doesn't mean broken.
Exactly. My puzzle wasn't a bad hobby. I just stopped feeling the newness, and I mistook that for, this isn't for me.
I did the same thing with the guitar. I told myself I wasn't a guitar person. Really, I just stopped after the fun part ended and before the reward came.
The reward always comes later. That's the annoying part.
Nobody warns you about the boring middle section.
There's another thing too. Something new always looks better than something you already own.
What do you mean?
Once my puzzle got boring, I started watching videos about pottery. Suddenly, pottery looked incredible, way more exciting than a half-finished sky.
I know this feeling. The new option always looks shinier because you haven't hit its own boring part yet.
You haven't lived through its week 3.
Exactly. Of course it looks perfect. You're only seeing the highlight video, not the real experience. Quick thing before we keep going, actually.
If you want to shadow along with us, just repeat each sentence right after we say it.
You can slow the video down if we're talking too fast, and you don't need to catch every single sentence.
Repeat what you can, skip what you can't, and keep going. It gets easier the more you do it.
Okay, back to the topic. Let's talk about the actual distractions. What pulls you away in the moment from something you're supposed to be doing?
My phone, honestly. Obvious answer, but true.
How does it usually happen?
I sit down to do something, like write in my journal, and think, I'll just check one message first. 20 minutes later, I'm reading about a stranger's kitchen renovation.
A kitchen renovation.
I don't even care about kitchens. My brain just took me there.
For me, it's usually a new idea. I'll be working on one thing and suddenly think of a completely different project I could start instead.
And what do you do with that thought?
I used to act on it right away. Stop the current thing, open a new tab, start researching.
So you leave the first thing halfway done.
Constantly. I have about 6 half-finished things going at once. A photo album I started organizing, a recipe folder I started sorting, a closet I started cleaning out.
6 at once?
At least 6. Some weeks it's more.
Do you ever notice a time of day when it's worse?
Mornings, actually. I open my laptop to work, and 20 minutes later, I'm reading something completely unrelated.
Like what?
Random questions, like, how long do sea turtles actually live? And suddenly, I've read 3 articles about sea turtles.
That is so specific.
It happens more than I'd like to admit. My brain treats a small question like an emergency that must be solved immediately.
Sea turtles were fine before you looked them up.
They were. They'll be fine after, too. What's interesting is none of my half-finished things are bad ideas. The photo album is a nice project. The closet needed cleaning.
So the problem isn't the ideas. It's leaving too early.
That's a good way to put it. It's not that new ideas are dangerous, it's that I follow them immediately instead of writing them down and going back to what I was doing.
I think the phone works the same way for me. It offers something small and exciting right when the thing I'm doing starts to feel slow.
So the phone isn't really the problem, it's what it represents. An easy escape from something that suddenly feels boring.
If I removed my phone completely, I'd probably still find some other escape.
Okay, so what actually works? Let's get into it.
For me, making the task very small. Instead of finish the whole puzzle, I say, I'm doing 10 minutes.
And that actually works?
It works because 10 minutes doesn't feel scary. My brain doesn't fight against 10 minutes. It fights against finish the whole thing.
A small task feels possible, so you actually start.
And most of the time, once I start, I keep going past the 10 minutes anyway.
Starting is really the hard part.
Almost always. Once you're moving is easier than you expected.
My version is writing new ideas down instead of chasing them. When a new idea shows up while I'm working, I write it in a note. Just one line. Look into this later.
Does that actually satisfy the urge?
Surprisingly, yes. My brain mostly just wants to be heard. Once I write the idea down, it usually relaxes.
So you're not ignoring it, just delaying it.
Exactly. It gets its turn later instead of stealing my attention right now.
My second thing is telling someone. If I tell a friend I'm working on something, I finish it more often.
Why do you think that is?
I think I don't want to explain why I stopped. It's a small kind of pressure, but a helpful one.
I've noticed that too. When I told my sister about the guitar, I actually practiced more. For a while.
Until it didn't work anymore.
Until it didn't, yes. But longer than when I kept it to myself. My last one is finishing a small piece instead of the whole thing. Instead of finishing the whole photo album, I finish one page.
One page feels doable.
And when I finish it, I feel a little bit of pride. That feeling makes me want to do one more tomorrow.
So small finishes build on each other.
A finished page is proof I can finish something. A half-finished album is just proof I started something.
Starting feels good for a moment. Finishing is what actually builds confidence. Okay, let's be fully honest with everyone now. What else is sitting unfinished somewhere in your life?
Oh, this could take a while.
We have time.
A running plan. I downloaded an app to train for a 5-kilometer run. I did it for 9 days.
9 days is actually pretty good.
I felt proud of the 9 days. Then it rained one morning and I never opened the app again.
One rainy morning ended the whole plan.
The app still sends me notifications sometimes. Ian, ready for day 10? No, app, I am not. What about you, besides the puzzle?
A cookbook about bread baking. I made bread twice. It was genuinely really good bread.
So why did you stop?
Bread takes a long time. You wait for it to rise, then wait again. I think I wanted the bread faster than bread is willing to happen.
Bread does not care about your schedule.
It really doesn't. I also started learning chess properly. I have an app for that, too.
Did you get far?
I learned how the pieces move. That's basically it. I can tell you how a knight moves and nothing else useful.
A very specific skill.
I once tried to use it at a family dinner and nobody was impressed.
I would have been impressed.
Thank you, Ian. Okay, one more from me. A language app. I tried to learn a little Italian before a trip.
How long did that last?
About 2 weeks before the trip, and then I stopped completely the moment I landed. I basically learned how to say hello and order pasta.
Which honestly covers a lot of situations in Italy.
See, that's actually a nice point to end on. Even the unfinished things usually leave something behind.
The guitar taught me I like music more than I thought. The running app taught me I actually enjoy movement, just not in the rain.
My puzzle taught me patience, even if it's still unfinished. My bread taught me 2 genuinely good loaves of bread.
So, unfinished isn't the same as wasted.
No, it just means there's more to go back to, whenever we're ready. Okay, we've talked so much about focus today. Let's go through some of the most useful words.
First word, focus. To focus means to give your full attention to one thing.
You can say, I need to focus on this task, or I lost my focus halfway through.
Next, distraction. A distraction is something that pulls your attention away from what you're doing.
My phone is a classic distraction. So is a new exciting idea in the middle of an old project.
Next word, novelty. Novelty is the excitement you feel because something is new.
Once the novelty of my puzzle wore off, the actual work felt much harder.
You can also say the novelty faded when something stops feeling exciting.
Next, momentum. Momentum is the progress that keeps moving because you keep going.
When I practiced guitar every day, I had momentum. Once I skipped a few days, it disappeared completely.
It's much easier to keep momentum going than to build it again from zero.
Next word, overwhelmed. If you feel overwhelmed, you feel like there's too much to handle at once.
I felt overwhelmed looking at the whole puzzle. 1,000 pieces is a lot to look at.
But you don't feel overwhelmed by 10 minutes or 1 page of a photo album.
Which is exactly why making a task smaller helps so much.
Next, discipline. Discipline means doing something even when you don't feel excited about it.
Discipline is what carries you through the boring middle part after the novelty is gone.
Next word, commitment. A commitment is a promise to keep doing something.
Telling your sister about the guitar was a small commitment. It made you want to keep going.
And our last word, follow through. To follow through means to actually complete what you started.
Starting is easy. Following through is the real skill.
So, to review, our words today were focus, distraction, novelty, momentum, overwhelmed, discipline, commitment, and follow through.
8 useful words. Let's put them together in one short story.
I'll start. Last year, I started a new hobby with a lot of excitement.
The novelty was strong at first, and there was real momentum in the beginning.
But soon I felt overwhelmed by how much there was to learn.
A new, shiny distraction appeared, and I almost left the hobby completely.
Instead, I made a small commitment and told a friend about my goal.
I used a little discipline, focused on just one small piece at a time, and followed through.
All 8 words in one short story.
Try using 1 or 2 of them yourself this week.
Let's wrap up what we covered.
We looked at why we start things with so much energy, and why that energy fades once something stops feeling new.
We talked about what pulls us away: phones, new ideas, easy escapes from something that feels boring.
And 3 things that actually help: making tasks small, writing down new ideas instead of chasing them, and telling someone about your goal.
Finishing small pieces builds real confidence more than starting big ever does.
And the most important idea: unfinished isn't the same as wasted.
There's always something to go back to.
Question of the day: what is something you started but never finished?
And second, what's one small thing you could do today to move it forward, even a little?
I'll go first. My puzzle is still under the blanket. My small step today is taking the blanket off.
A bold first move.
We'll see how bold I actually feel later. What about you?
The guitar. My small step is picking it up for 5 minutes tonight, even without a plan.
5 minutes counts. Write your answers in the comments. We read every one.
Thanks for spending this time with us today.
If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone learning English too.
And subscribe to Speakeasy FM so you don't miss the next episode.
You don't need to finish everything today. Just take one small step.
From both of us,
Keep learning. Keep practicing.
have a wonderful day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.